making the decision about which journal. If you have several suitable journals, that's great. If the first journal rejects your article, you can send it to the next journal on your list. Before you make a final decision about which journal you intend to send your work to, it's wise to send a query letter. Reading relevant journals. Spend at least an hour skimming recent issues of the suitable journals you identified. If you see any articles that relate to your work, stop and spend some time reading them. If you find any relevant bibliographic articles, definitely read them. You need to remember, part of getting published is citing the relevant literature. Although it's not necessary to flatter editors by randomly citing articles from the journals you intend to send your article to, it is necessary to cite directly related articles. Look carefully at a journal's content. First, is there a trend to the articles? Has it become the journal for some debate around which all articles now resolve? Is it getting away from its mandate? Sometimes journals have an editor's column or introduction, and this can give you good information about the direction of the journal. Second, what is the journal's theme on? Does your article fill some gap? Sometimes a journal is avoiding publishing certain work, but sometimes it just hasn't gotten any good articles on the topic. Third, what articles cover ground similar to yours? How is yours different? If a similar article was published in the past 3 years, this may harm your chances of getting into the journal. On the other hand, if the article is older and different, the journal may feel that the issue needs to be revisited, particularly if you reference their earlier publications in your article. Writing a query letter to editors. Some information about a journal cannot be collected by looking at the journal. Copyright pages, online submission guidelines, and electronic directories like URLs will only carry you so far. Some of the most important information can only be had from the staff of the journal. This is why I recommend that you email the editors of the 2 or 3 journals you are most interested in and ask them some questions. Some types of questions you should ask of the managing editor, others of the faculty editor. Although it can seem like hubris to write to one of these figures, I assure you they do not live on Olympian heights. It is their job to work with authors, and you have the right to ask a few questions before sending your hard work to them. Especially since they get to publish your article for free. I have seen this step of writing to the editor work to the author's advantage time and again. The only caveat is that the larger the journal, the less likely they are to respond helpfully to queries. Journals that receive more than 200 submissions a year may not respond at all. But I have had students receive helpful replies from very large journals, so I recommend trying. So your task today is to draft 2 emails to the editor of the journals you are most interested in. You will need a revised abstract to complete this step. After drafting the letters, you can send them whenever you are ready. Some people wait until their article is final, but I don't recommend that you wait. Knowing which journal you intend to submit your article to can shape your writing process.